Hi guys, welcome to Miss Lipinski's art room from home. I'm going to show you guys some real simple, easy friendship bracelets that you can make from home. All you'll need is some scrap pieces of yarn. You could also use string, embroidery thread, whatever type of string that you have at home, and a pair of scissors and some tape. And if you want to be really fancy, you can even have some beads put into these. You're going to want about a yard's length of yarn. It's always good to make your yarn a little bit longer than you need and shorter, because if you can make it too short, it's harder to add yarn on. If you make it longer, you can always just cut it down. You can get a yard's length by either spreading it between your two arm lengths, or you can wrap it around a 12-inch ruler 3 times, or use a yardstick. It's up to you. So what I did was I picked 3 different colored yarns just so I have variation when I'm doing my braiding for the friendship bracelet. I then taped it down to the work area surface I'm working on. That way it makes it really easy to start your weaving and keep it organized while you're going. Alright guys, so what I did was I taped down my 3 pieces of yarn so that it stays to the table and my yarn stays organized. I have 3 pieces of thread, and what I did was I separated them a little bit just to stay organized. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make a simple braid. So what we're going to do is take the left hand string and go over the middle string. From there, you're then going to take the right string and you're going to go again down into the middle. And then you can separate your strings a little bit to make it organized and a little bit tighter. You're then again going to take the left string, go over the middle string. You're then going to take the right string and go over into the middle between the 2 strings. And you can make it a little bit tighter. You can see the braid is starting to form. Again, left string goes in between the 2 other strings, so in the middle. You then are going to take your right string and then again go down to the middle. And then you're just going to keep doing that pattern, left towards the middle, right towards the middle, all the way through. Alright guys, as you can see, I have my friendship bracelet pretty much almost done. I've gotten halfway, and I decided that I'm going to make it a little bit more fancy by adding a bead to it. So what I'm going to do is I have these really big, just kind of almost like square beads. These are really nice because then it will fit on the yarn. And I'm just going to add it onto one of my pieces of yarn here and slide it up to give it a little bit more pizzazz. Alright, now that I have my bead on, I'm just going to continue my weaving just like how I have. And I'm going to go right, because my last one was a left, and go towards the middle. The left then is going to go in the middle. You can pull the strings a little bit tighter to keep it in place. Again, right to the middle, left to the middle. And you're just going to continue that braid to keep the bead into place. Alright guys, so I've gotten to the end of my bracelet, and now you're going to want to tie it off. And there's a simple way to do that. You're going to grab all 3 strings, you're going to make a loop. From that loop then, it's going to go around the tree just like you do when you're tying your shoelaces. And you're just going to, the rabbit's going to come up through the rabbit hole. You're going to pull it through, and you're just going to tighten it all the way to the end of your braiding. And that will keep your braiding in place, and you're good to go. Alright guys, so you can see I have 2 knots on either end, just doing the little simple loop knot. And then from there, you're going to want to tie them together for your, to create your bracelet. If you wanted to make just a really long one for, let's say, a bookmark, or make a couple of them, For a necklace, yeah, you can make a necklace. It's up to you. But I'm just tying them just like how you would your shoelaces, creating an X and then double knotting it so that it's secure. And I just knotted it together. And then from here, you can then trim your string. I always have it like a little bit off, coming off. It doesn't have to be right up against the knot. That way I can always tighten it if I need to. And then there's your simple friendship bracelet.